Now, Dana, can you explain to the viewers what bullion is and what numismatic is? What's the difference? And what do you prefer and why?
Okay, so there are two different ways to look at physical precious metals. What's being minted today by the various mints, most of them are made metal just for metal's sake. Buy all you want, they'll make more. There's nothing unusual or scarce about them. There's a very high survival rate or very low attrition rate because very few ever get mishandled. Some get put into jewelry. Most survive just the way the mint made them. So in the future, there probably will not have any real collector value because there's more people that want them than there are those to go around. Now, when you go to the vintage coins that used to be used as currency, and my specialty is U.S. gold coins from 1795 to 1933, and U.S. silver coins from the same era, and European gold coins from the 1800s all the way to the 1950s. These are coins that were minted to be used as currency, as money, and were. So they were usually minted enough of each every year that the mints needed to produce money for medium of exchange. So the mintages tend to be relatively small. What was made got put into currency and used. So survivors in uncirculated or mint condition today are pretty scarce. You could have a coin that maybe there were 5 million minted, but today we know that there's only 5 or 6,000 of that particular one that survive. So that coin has collector value above its intrinsic metal value. And that qualifies as a numismatic coin. That simply means it has collector value. So what you do is you take the metal value and then you look at how scarce it is, how many other people may want it, and also how popular it might be. Because if you have a really rare coin that nobody cares about, it's going to be much harder for you to negotiate a transaction or get a good value at an auction because it's a very small market. So when I deal in numismatic coins, I tend to stick with the US 10 and the $20 gold pieces that are the larger ones, are a little bit less than an ounce or a half an ounce. Now, the US Mint also made $5 pieces, which are about a quarter ounce, and $2.50 pieces, which are a bit bigger than a tenth of an ounce, but they're tiny. Some of them are really rare, but most people don't care because when you show someone a coin that's the size of the end of your pinky and you tell them it's $10,000 and it's gold, they say, yeah, but it's only got $500 worth of gold in it. Why is it worth $10,000? Well, that's because it's a rare coin. So we tend to stick with the coins that are scarce to rare, nothing that's too hard for people to understand, and stick with those that are popular because that gives you a bigger market, again, to sell into, because eventually you're going to want to sell. And if we don't help you properly by understanding what the market conditions are at the time that you want to buy a coin or sell a coin, you may not harvest the premium that you might get otherwise. So that's one of the things we do track, is we track how these coins are trading over their intrinsic metal value. And we publish premiums on our website, which no one else in the industry does. So if you can buy these vintage coins when the premiums are low, and then the premium expands, you can not only get a metal value appreciation, but you can get a premium or a collector premium expansion as well. So that's one of the things that we do. Now, these are coins that you typically don't want to own for 6 months or a year. These are coins you want to buy and hold for a period of time to harvest the true potential, and you want to buy them right in the cycle. But what they also are true pieces of American history, of a bygone era. And some of these coins are incredibly beautiful. It's amazing how good the U.S. Mint was in producing these vintage coins back in the day, and the fact that some of them survive today, just like the day they were minted, and can be much more affordable than many people realize. So that's what we look at, and we focus mostly on gold because that's what most people want. And that would be the $10 Liberty, the $10 Indian, the $20 Liberty, and the $20 St. Gaudens.
Okay, so my Indian head cufflinks and my ring, those would have been good ones.
Yeah, but now they're in jewelry, Eric. So sadly, they probably don't quite have that mint cachet anymore.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Especially since, well, I'm hard on cufflinks. That being said, they make me happy, and I always promote just buy bullion. Okay, you don't know, unless there's some people out there that do, but for the average beginner, just go for the gold content. Anytime you pay more, it's one thing, and I have silver sitting around my house. I wear gold all the time, and I understand that was just a waste of a markup, but it makes me happy, and I was tired of buying it and sticking it in a vault and never seeing it. I wanted something that I could look at every day, so I had cufflinks made out of these Indian head coins.
Dana Samuelson started a business from scratch that 27 years later is approaching $2 billion in sales. He has been in the precious metals market for over 40 years and is a true industry leader. Early in his career, he was mentored by industry legend James Blanchard. And in 1998, he founded American Gold Exchange, which is a leading national mail-order precious metals and numismatic coin company.
Make sure you are going to amergold.com. You can also follow Dana on X and Instagram at amgold. So just look up amgold. He's also at LinkedIn under Companies for American Gold Exchange, Inc.